significantly better. Oh!
There you go.
She's there! Hey everyone, Sean Savin Moo, and in this episode we're going to show you the difference between hitting down and hitting up on the driver. And it's insane the difference in distance that you're going to have. Same club head speed, just different angle of attack, same club, but like 50 yards difference at least. But before we start, again, we would love for you to subscribe to the channel.
Please leave a comment down below and give us a thumbs up.
And please hit the bell so you never miss a video.
Okay, Sav. Now, a great way to go about hitting down on the driver, even from a high tee. Imagine we had, you know, when they do that at the Masters, in one of the practice rounds on the 16th hole, they skip the water on water. They skip the ball on water.
They skip the water on the water.
And so, you know, they have to hit down the embankment, and then the ball kind of gets that spin, and then it just skips across the water. So show me a setup that would cause you to hit down on that golf ball. Go ahead and set up. I'll talk you through it. So start with the club higher than the ball, because we're going down. And this is what most of you look like. You're trying to stay level at address, and you're facing the ball. Doesn't that feel like you're facing the ball? Yeah. So doesn't that feel now that the club's going to go up and out and then down and across? Yeah. Okay. So let's see you stay with that arc back and through. There we go. So notice it starts off low. It's got a slice on it. Yeah. And we're looking at, so just to get you up to speed here. So your speed on that was 93 miles an hour. It's a little more timid because you're not used to it. But look at the, so let's see you deliver with more speed now. Give it the full Monty. So what typically happens to people is they'll play it off their front foot, but then they face the ball, right? Doesn't that feel like the ball is right in the center of your sternum? Yeah. So now, doesn't it feel like you got to whip down and across? There it is. She says, that's terrible. Why would you feel so wrong, right? Because you're used to doing it correctly. So you see, there's 97.5 miles an hour. That's, you know, so you're used to swinging around 100 miles an hour. Center contact, that was 3.2 degrees down. Very good, Sav. And then so we look at the backspin, and it's close to 3,000 RPM, right? Yeah. So now let's see you go the opposite way. Let's see you do your stock driver. Go ahead and set up. We're doing a nice draw. Yeah. So look at the difference now. How her trail shoulder is much lower than her lead shoulder. See the grip now? Doesn't that look like she's going to catch that on the way up and to the left? And this strong grip, like Charlie Woods we saw last week, is going to allow her to release nicely. So it's going up and to the left for her, and with a closed face, that's going to come back down the middle. So did your brain just go, ah, thank goodness?
Yeah. There you go.
So you catch that a little off center?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll let you do one more. So notice now you're 9 degrees up. Look at the spin, 791. 8 from the inside. Face was 4 degrees closed, right in the center of the face. Fantastic. There it is.
Wow.
Just significantly better. Oh!
There you go.
She's there!
301.
Bring the camera.
All right. I'll bring it over.
Come on, bring the camera.
Okay.
Okay. Just out of the blue, just like that, huh?
There you go.
Holy cow. So 272 carry, 104 club speed. But look at the spin, 1600 spin, because she took it 8.5 degrees up, 5 from the inside, and the face was just a 1.4 degrees closed. Nice center hit. So what happens? Nice launch angle, 15 degrees. Starts 4 degrees left with 400 spin right, 100 feet in the air, and it was 20 feet offline. That is 300 yards down the fairway,
That was
right down the
beautiful.
throat. Now let's look at the replay here.
Neutral settings.
Neutral settings, Sav wants to emphasize. Look at this baby. Beautiful start to the left, lands right center fairway, rolls right onto the green at 300 yards. And you beat it by 1 yard, Sav. You did it! That's awesome!
Another one.
Good stuff.
Well done.
I think that made her day.
Yeah, big time.
She won't want to leave now, Moo. We're going to have to drag her out of here. So, could we say it any better than that? So, don't hit down, hit up.
Please don't hit down.
So, I got some shorter tees for you because, you know, a lot of folks who tend to hit down on the ball will also pop fly all day, right?
Yeah.
So, I lowered the tee.
Okay.
You're going to aim to, well, go ahead and set up normally.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
So now instead of facing your club,
Yeah.
you're going to face the ball.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
So how does that feel like you're going to swing now? Doesn't it feel like it's going to go more out
Yeah.
to in,
Correct. Yeah. Feels like a
and
fade.
you're hitting way down on the ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels like a fade. Coming or a slice.
Oh yeah, it's going to be that low scream and slice.
Yeah.
All right. So stay in that direction. Give it a nice whip in that direction. Yeah, look at that. Low screamer,
Yeah.
left field, around the bend.
Yeah. That's going in the bushes
And it's
for me.
For you, like for Sav, it was like 80 yards shorter, right?
Yeah.
So that was 262 total.
Yeah.
And see that spin, 3,200 spin?
Yeah.
And you right there, you actually 2.2 down,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
you hit down on that by
Yeah.
2 degrees.
Yeah.
The contact was pretty centered.
Yeah.
And you see how your path was going to the right.
Yeah. That's right.
And club head speed was 112 miles an hour.
Yeah, 'cause
a
it's
little timid,
yeah, a little
right? Because you're
comfortable.
not used to swinging that way.
Yeah.
So let me see a stock drive.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now center face.
Center face.
Yeah.
Just a hair open on the face, just a little left of the green.
Yeah. That was just a miss right there.
So pound for pound, Sav is winning big time right now. So 5.5 up,
Yeah.
but a little low on the face. So that's
Yeah.
still, but look, 5.5 up is fantastic. 2
Yeah.
from the inside, and your face was 3 degrees open.
Yeah. It feels
So
close
let's
a
see
little.
another one.
Okay.
So now you'll notice when Moose sets up, he's facing the club, not facing the ball.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look now that the club, look, watch his takeaway. It's going to be super low here.
Yeah.
And it's coming down, and then it's going to strike super high up there with that nice release.
Yeah.
So anchor that release in that direction.
Okay.
There it is. Nice draw.
A little too strong. I was too close, but
That was, see what I mean? So
Yeah.
that was really well anchored, man.
yeah.
Really well anchored. And that's one of the things that, you know, if you look at 4.2 up,
Yeah.
center face,
Yeah.
but now the face is 4 degrees closed. That's So you're really good because you want about 2 degrees closed for that draw.
That's right.
So you're just 2 degrees away from it. So repeat the same one.
Okay.
Okay? Let's see that nice anchored release. So your tendency, because you're still a young pup in golf,
Yeah, I'm still developing a lot.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
and you know when somebody is defaulting to the ball,
Yeah.
you'll notice at the top of the backswing. So if I were to put the ball over here,
Yeah.
I put the ball forward in my swing,
Yeah.
and I'm going for the ball. So notice where the club is pointing at the top of the swing. It's pointing way off this way. So now that looks like I'm going to swing across,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Whereas if I catch it on the way up and out to the right, look at the difference now.
Yeah, it's facing the sky.
Well,
Club face.
not the club face.
Yeah,
The shaft of the club is pointed to
Yeah.
the right for me.
that's right. Yeah.
So now it's coming from the inside and it's going to go out. So if I can't go to the right from here, can I?
No, you can't.
Now I can.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's what you just did in those couple of practice swings.
Okay.
So your main focus is you got to do everything to stay to the left of that intermediate point.
Yeah.
That's it. So we got the tilt, we got the positioning of the body.
Yeah.
But we just weren't getting the final touch in the backswing.
Yeah, it's for it to match
And
over there.
as you can see, drivers are not as forgiving as 7-irons.
No, they're not.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at this.
There we go.
See the difference?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that. It's just screaming past the green. So there's 340.
Yeah.
Did you feel the diff?
Yeah, I did feel the gist.
And that was just down the line. So that's what I want you to exaggerate. See, it was
Yeah.
only 4.5 from the inside.
Yeah, it doesn't say it was close.
2.3 up,
Yeah.
2100 spins. So we cut the spin down by 1,000 RPM
Yeah. that's
by
right.
hitting up on it instead of hitting down.
Yeah.
So the difference between 2.2 down and 2.2 up is 1,000 RPM.
Really?
1,000 RPM less means a solid 30 to 40 yards more. Okay?
Yeah, it's a good
That's
lesson.
significant.
It's a good lesson right there.
Okay?
Yeah.
So let me show you on my end.
Yeah.
Good. So if we look at the difference now, what happens to most of you is you'll play the ball opposite your front foot like the book says. And then you'll start with a neutral grip, nice open face, and then you're going to face the ball. So as you're facing the ball, notice my shoulders look a lot more level and they're very open, right? So if I were to put that over here, this is center, then I face the ball. So this is what it looks like. You see the forearm, the left forearm underneath the right forearm, and now it looks like I'm taking it up and across, and that's what's going to give me my spin out to the right. So, face the ball, and then give it a nice swing in that direction. Woo! Look at that sucker.
Oh my God, you lose so much distance.
So that was big 240. Woo. Right? And my club speed on that was 113 miles an hour. Look at that, 4.6 down. And the spin on that was 4,500 RPM. Can you believe it?
Wow.
So I'm hitting 4 degrees down and getting 4,400 RPM. A little bit low on the face, but you can see the difference. So if I was playing into the wind, go ahead and put it back, Moo. So if I was playing into the wind in Scotland, I would do it a little differently. I'd close the face more, play the ball a little further back in my stance, and hit slightly down on it, but with a closed face that's going to start a little more to the right. You see the difference now, what it looks like? So I'm behind the ball, swinging down and through. Watch the difference. Yeah, that should be good. Look at that.
Wow.
So if I'm swinging into a 4-club wind on a hard fairway, notice that's 275. So I'm gonna have it under control because I'm under the wind. Notice I'm on the left side of the green right there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So notice that was just level with the ground. Look at the backspin now, 1,700. Right in the center of the face. From the inside, face was 4 degrees closed. Nice little draw right there. So notice my carry's 240,
Yeah.
275 total, same club head speed. Now, if I want to max some more out of that, then I'm going to catch it on the way up. So watch the difference. So now I'm going to play the ball forward like before, but notice where I'm facing. I'm facing my club, not the ball. Now it feels like I'm going to catch the tip of the tee on the way up, and I'm just going to go ahead and give it my normal swing. I can see the blur ready to catch it on the way up and slightly to the right of my intermediate point. Now I'm just throwing the club through that arc. There's the ball taken off to the right. Coming back with a nice draw. Oh, look at
That's
that.
long.
See, that's my big one. That's Moo's little one. So not a bad drive, huh?
Yeah, it was a nice Bubba draw.
So I've got a nice Bubba draw there. So I am maxing that out. See how it's 9.3 up? Look at the backspin, 1500 RPM. Look at the launch, 1700, or 17 degrees, I should say.
Whoa.
7 from to the right, not a big deal, and the face was 3 degrees closed. Look at that. So now I'm 300 yards carry, 320 total with 115 miles per hour club speed.
Nice.
So that's how you max out your potential with the driver. I hope you guys enjoyed that little, sometimes it's important to see the difference in the extremes. I'm facing the ball, hitting the ball, or I'm facing my center and swinging through the tip of the tee into the direction I want to start the ball. Enjoy that. See you next week.